Welcome to another new section in your Revit Structure Advanced course. We're going to be looking now at working with worksets that have linked Revit models. So you might already have a Revit model and you've linked it to your central file in your Revit workset related project. As usual, all of the working files will either be on your DVD or in the files that you downloaded from the internet if you purchased the course on the internet. Okay, let's have a look at using a linked Revit model in a central file that is workset related. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down to the project browser here first, and you'll notice that we have a Revit link, which is our Revit Structure Advanced structural project existing. Now we're currently in the new Revit model, which is the central model, and the existing one here is linked into the central model. If I right-click on the linked one there in the project browser and go to Manage Worksets, you'll notice that there are two worksets in the existing linked Revit model. Now, at the moment, they're editable and they're owned by user 1, but they're not opened in the central project. Now, to control that, you select it, you click on Open, and then it's opened Yes in the column there. Same again for the shared levels and grids. Click on Open. Yes, it's opened. You then reload the linked Revit model. As soon as you do that, everything comes in that needs to be there, because what you've done is you've switched on the worksets in the linked Revit model so that they display now and are on in the central Revit model, the new RVT. So that's how you switch them on and off. The control is very, very similar as if you had worksets in this particular central model. Now, visibility. Remember that limiting the number of worksets speeds up the process of opening and saving the file. Therefore, it's much better that you turn on and off worksets that you need rather than change their visibility. So like I've just done, you would right-click here and manage your worksets and switch them on and off, open or close them, rather than control their visibility, which will actually just slow down the opening and the saving, because they'll still be there, they just won't be visible. Now, how do we change the visibility of worksets in a linked model? What we do, we type VG or VV, it's up to you. So that's there like so. Now, because we've got a Revit link, we now have the Revit Links tab here at the top. Now, you'll notice there's our Revit Structure Advanced existing Revit model. And if I click on the plus sign there, there's 4 not shared on the visibility. Now, if I click on By Host View here, you can see that everything is kind of grayed out, because basically what's happening is the central model, the host, is controlling the linked model, the existing model. If I go to Custom, what I can do there is I can start looking at the settings. So you can see the linked view. I can go in and pick a linked view that I can pick all the visibility of what I want to display in that particular link. Now, you don't have to worry about switching things on and off. All the settings are there as they are. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to select the Worksets tab, because this is all the views here. But you'll notice you've got Worksets. Now, there's the Worksets there. At the moment, again, by Host View. So if I go Custom, I can now change the visibility of those in the central file, the Workset related file. Now, be aware, I normally leave all of these on, unless I really do have a lot of worksets that make things confusing. Remember, you only switch worksets on and off as and when you need them. Don't use this as a control for that. This is visibility only. If you've used AutoCAD before, it's like using freezing layers and switching layers on and off. So what we've got here is beams and columns. I've turned the visibility of those off. So if I apply that now and OK it, and then OK it again, we're back to square one again. They're switched off, but they're still there in the model. So if I go down to the project browser and right-click over the linked model and go Manage Worksets, you'll see that they are still open. So they're still there. So when I save or open this file, Revit will consider them, and obviously the opening and the saving of the file, the speed will be affected. So what we need to do there is go back to the visibility again. So we type VG. Get the dialog, Revit links are there. So at the moment we're in Custom, so we go there, Custom there, and Worksets. Switch them back on again, apply it, OK it, and OK it again, and they're back again. So that's how you control your visibility of your work sets and open and close your work sets in a central workset project that has a linked Revit model.